All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Football Focus Weekly, where we are sponsored by Victory Chevrolet. $19 an hour will deliver any new or pre-owned vehicle. Make sure you visit victorychevrolet.com today. I know we're on a Tuesday night, and I know it's 7:30, but um, two reasons why we made the change. One, I will be going out of town tomorrow, so will not be available to do the show on our normal Wednesday night. And two, you as the fans, I know everyone's got family and travel and everything. Throughout the years, I have seen on our typical Wednesday night show before Thanksgiving, the viewership is not very strong. So I want to make sure that everyone has a chance to weigh in and talk about all the stuff we normally talk about on a night where you're not burdened, I guess is the best word, by all of the things the holidays bring to you. So I guess first off, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Whatever you got planned, I hope it's special with family and friends and all that good stuff. But we got a lot to talk about tonight too, which is a third reason why I wanted to start at 7:30 because we've got a loaded show tonight on the docket. As you can see on the screen, I'm going to start talking about the winter showcase again because I said I'm going to keep talking about it until it's done. So yeah, I'm going to lead with that here in just a minute. Of course, then we'll get into some game preview stuff. We're going to feature a number of games tonight. We're not going to go with the brackets. We're going to, we picked, I think about 8 games with Charlotte area teams still in the playoffs. We're going to talk about those specifically. Okay. And then a little different format change because I felt like, even when we go to games, we talk to coaches, but we haven't done a lot of interviews on the show this year, mainly because I've been trying to, let everyone get their thoughts and opinions out. But tonight you're going to hear from the coaches. 8 o'clock we'll have head coach Deshaun Baker from Huff, along with defensive coordinator Chachi Sullivan. 8:30 we'll have DJ McFadden, the head coach from the Independence Patriots. And then at 9 o'clock, we'll have Jason Seidel, the head coach at J.M. Robinson, the Bulldogs up in Concord. So it'll be a fun time to hear from those guys. You see a lot of our interviews with them, out in the field, but we're going to have them on the show tonight and let them talk about how it is to prepare for a playoff game and a lot of other things to discuss with them that have been out in the news throughout the past few months and such. So that being said, let's get going, and I'm going to talk about the CFI Carolinas Winter Showcase, Saturday, December 13th at Rocky River High School. Once again, I really stress to especially 2026 and 2027 players, that's current unsigned seniors and juniors, please sign up for this showcase. The college coaches are there to see you. We had multiple schools confirm their attendance today. Don't ask me who they are because I'm not sharing it yet. But once we get the bulk of the ones that are going to attend, we'll release that out. So just know we will have college coaches there. We always have college coaches at our showcases, live and in person. And then we have the pictures to prove it. So easy to sign up. Go to charlottefootballinsiders.com. Click on the winter showcase picture. It's right there when you go on the website. And then select your position and fill out the information, and then make your payment, and then you'll be good to go. As I said before, $79 for invited players, $99 for all classes. All classes are invited, but I know this winter showcase, especially for 2026 and 2027 kids. On Friday Night Live, we had a question on, should unsigned seniors attend the showcase? And, I answered it, and I went into a little detail about it, which I typically don't do on that show because it's more of a recap show. But my answer was, why not? You know, if you don't come, that's one less opportunity that you have to show yourself in front of college coaches making decisions, you know. And we've had college football head coaches at our showcases consistently, you know, along with multiple staff members from the same school. Um, I can tell you at the last camp, we had multiple coaches from Elon, we had multiple coaches from Concord, we had multiple coaches from Gardner Webb. And the list goes on and on and on, you know. And I will tell you this too. Sometimes we get coaches from schools that just show up. And it shocks me because it's the word of mouth thing. Like these college coaches talk to each other, say, "Hey, I'm going to this showcase. There's going to be, players from Charlotte," and coaches get reassigned different recruiting areas all the time, and we don't always get that information. And then they just kind of show up. Bucknell, a matter of fact, showed up in the spring, and I said, "Wow, how'd you hear about it?" Because typically we reach out to a certain area pretty much in the Southeast. So, but that was cool. That was cool. So, sometimes we will get guys that just show up and we have no idea. But they're all welcome, to come out. It's an open recruiting period. That's why college coaches can be there. So take advantage of it, especially 2026 and 2027 kids. Let's see, Luke Zabo. We will not have specialists at this camp, and it's more so a logistical thing. We had them at the last Winter Showcase, and we did have a school, Erskine, actually came out last year specifically looking for kickers and punters. And while that was really cool. When I've pushed it out to specialists, we don't get a ton of, interest or sign up. And I mean, we push it pretty good. And I feel like, it's a market that, I wish more of them would be interested. A couple years ago, when we were at Palisades, we had about 20, which I thought was a good number, but, we didn't get that, the next year. So, I gotta do what makes sense. And if we get a lot of interest in it, we'll be open to bringing it back. I mean, we have a great guy, Daniel Zeidman, who works with the special teams when we do have him at the showcase. So it's always an option, but the interest has to be there. And I know those guys do a lot of different, kind of specialist camps that might fulfill what they're looking for. So, it's all good. I'm open to everything. But yeah, so of course we'll have photos, headshots, interviews, highlights, all that good stuff that we've done in the past. So please, if you have a talented son who really wants to, try to get on the radar for colleges, our showcase is the best one. Okay. Other comments we got here. Let's see. Dakota, good to see you as always. Coach, good to see you, man. I'm not anyone's goat. I appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Belk. Appreciate that. Yeah. I will tell you that the Winter Showcase, we are trying to cap it at a certain number. So it won't look like the spring, but that's by design, in the winter, we really try to showcase the players even more so. It's a smaller number. It's more individualized, focused training at their positions to really show how they are as an individual player, because that's what the college coaches really want to see. So in the spring, you see a little more competition, type stuff, kind of get the energy up and, that kind of thing. In the winter, it's a little bit more technical, a little bit more individual focus. We will do some competition things toward the end, of course, but different kind of focus for this showcase. So Luke's got another question here. It is free. It is free. We do not charge anything to come watch the showcase. We will. I have to see if we're going to have some type of food for sale. I'm not sure. We did in the spring, but I'm not sure if we'll have that available. But you can go and get food and come back, and it's pretty laid back. So, any other questions? Feel free to shoot me a DM. I think it's a great opportunity. I really stress it because of the other camps out here. Now, Prep Red Zone North Carolina will do a camp on December 7th that I think is good, obviously, because I work for Prep Red Zone. But at that camp, they do testing. So it's good if you want to find out what your 40 time is, what you run in the shuttle, that kind of stuff. Prep Red Zone will run that kind of camp. We don't do that at our camp. We're called a skills and drills camp. So their focus is a little different. They'll do some drill stuff and they'll do some skill stuff, but we are more focused on that side while they're more focused on the testing side. So that's just information that you can take back to your athletes and share with your teammates and parents and everybody watching. So it's a great opportunity. We know we're going to promote the heck out of you. And I really, really stress, please take advantage while we still have space, because like I said, I am going to cap it at a pretty tight number for us. Spring had 250 plus. We will not take more than probably 150 for this. And we're halfway there already with a couple more weeks to go. So please get in while you can and take advantage of the opportunity. All right. That being said, let's get into the show. I have one guy with me, and he is the one guy who everyone keeps telling me about. I swear I was at Queen City Senior Bowl Media Day. And thank you to all the parents and players that came to that. It was great seeing everybody. But I had multiple people tell me, man, I'm so glad that Billups is on the show. And I said, I can't tell him that. And that's going to blow his head up. And his head already this big. So I see him nodding his head in the background. Here he is, the illustrious Brandon Billups.
Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm getting over the flu or something.
Yeah, you did tell me. You did tell me going around.
Hey, look, I said, oh, he's on the show. Oh
boy.
Hey, my daughter was like, Daddy, you doing? I said, yeah. I said, I got you. I'm gonna keep it down.
Well, I mean, it's a Tuesday. I mean, it's Tuesday and it's 7:30, so it's a little different. It's okay.
Yeah, I had to bring some winning spirit to the show because I know y'all Panther fans. I had to bring my Rams jersey out, baby. Yes, sir.
Well, like I put it on Facebook once I saw Trayvon Moore was suspended. I said it's a fourth win for the Rams. We shouldn't even play. We should just have 2 bye weeks.
Hey, do you see what I said? You said don't let him play prime time. I said y'all can black the games out too.
I mean, that's fine with me. I want us to play at 1 p.m. for the rest of NFL
that was bad.
History.
That was bad.
I don't want no other times.
That was a terrible game. That was a terrible game.
Oh my God.
What's up, good people? But I appreciate everything everybody been saying about me. Hey, I'm just an entity, man. I'm part of the team. I'm just a team player. That's all. I play my role. We got different roles. I play mine very well.
DeAndre Johnson, what's up, man? Good to see you.
I'm just glad he's doing better, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Dre get on my nerves. That's why I don't talk to him all the time. But when I found out something happened to him, I was really hurt, man. So I'm glad he's doing better. That's my guy right there. Man. He's aggravating, but that's my guy. Y'all think I'm aggravating? That gentleman right there has me beat. Pep know what I'm talking about. He has me beat. If you ever want him to work at camp, make sure you feed him. And it better not be no bull job. Tell him, Pep, he don't play.
No, he doesn't. Luke is glad you're here as always. As well as Dakota there. So your fans are in tow.
I heard, man. We don't have to get some shirts.
No, we don't get no shirts.
Billups game.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, I'll see you Friday. No, you would not.
What's up, Tonio? Good to see you, man. Yep, your guys are coming on in 15 minutes, so stay tuned.
Oh man, I love the energy. I love the energy right now from them two wonderful schools. Oh, Huff and West Sharp, boy. It's been I'm excited.
Well, you know what? Let's talk about it, man, because we got a lot to talk about with this one. And I got some notes, but I'll let you go first, man. West Charlotte and Huff, mega matchup. Everybody's been waiting for it. It's been talked about since the summer. And both coaches have been saying a lot of stuff back and forth. But first of all, man, how great is it to actually get a matchup that everybody was looking for?
I think you get this Friday. I think we get two great games. Well, this is one that everybody been talking about, but there's another game we'll talk about later. That's going to be pretty good. Good. I think this quarterfinal, the regional final on both AAs are really good, and in the quarterfinals, in 7 and below are really good. There's going to be some really good football. You get into the football you wanted to see. You know, we had some upsets last week, but this one right here, the West Charlotte Huff game. I'm glad it's being played. I'm glad both teams did what they had to do to get it done. Now I just want to see who don't back up what they were talking, because there's been a lot of talking. And the best part about it is you got the parents talking. The parents. And I don't know who winning right now, but I'm just waiting for Mr. Matthews to keep it, man. He's like him and Mr. Patterson be at me rolling, but it's some good talks going on, boy. It's some talks going on. And you gotta pay attention to it, you know.
Yeah, social media is fun. And you know, there's so much crap on it, but then when you get like stuff like this and you see, you know, all the stuff
it's fun
going back and forth.
It's fun.
It is entertaining. It is.
Now there's a set junk talking that we haven't seen. I don't think it's fun, but we'll talk about that later. That's
okay.
But part of that game, I think the kids, I think they're friendly, but they ain't friendly this week. I think the coaches, it's gonna be a good game. I think that's all I'm gonna tell you. I think
oh gosh,
it's so many storylines. It's so many storylines in this one, boy.
Well, let's talk about them. What's the storyline on your mind?
The one, everybody know whenever we talk about Huff, we talk about that wonderful defense versus when now the offense is getting going. I think O-line, D-line play on both sides of the ball is the story of the game. O-line, D-line. We want to see they don't mess with Samari Matthews. If somebody don't test smoke, everybody been testing smoke. We don't see it just don't go on. We don't see the other side, Huff, other side, the secondary is up for the challenge, which I think they are. They've been playing great. I think, especially looking at West Forsyth game, you saw what they did to that running back. That was a great running back. I think they held him with 15 yards.
15 yards. 15 yards. Carries.
That is wonderful. You got the dynamic group from West Charlotte. I think the three-head monsters. That back, plus the quarterback, you know what I'm saying? And you want to see Dontre Nicholson. Nicholson is like legit. Him versus Smoke, that's a good battle. It's been good battles. My man who broke it, I was talking about earlier. You know who I'm talking about.
Rakim Finch, yeah.
Finch, what he's gonna do? What is he gonna do? You know, that is a playmaker, and you don't want to see him with the club, but he's still catching with the club. So I don't know, but them Huff linebackers, man, are legit, man. Like they are legit, like legit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. Like I said, West Shaw got legit linebacker crew too. West Shaw secondary, they step up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? That front, West Shaw front, it's elite, man. It's elite. And they play, I think they played the same front they played last week against Mark Parks. Don't make it real fun. But like I said, I know Huff O-line playing better. West Shaw's O-line surprisingly playing better. What's my boy? Broom? Is it
yeah, Jarquise Broom. Yeah.
Broom,
great game. Great game last week.
He's mean, but like I said, this is I don't know. Everybody who talking about I don't see some scores that I was like, wow, I don't know. You know.
Well, we do have a player we did not mention, or you did not mention yet.
Who's that?
Tyran Evans. Checking in.
That young man right there. You know, he going to one of my favorite schools in the world. You know, the University. You see the flag back there, but man. Man,
I mean, it makes Huff so much more difficult to defend.
He's up in getting the mix, back in the mix.
I mean, you look at the receiving course for these two teams. Let's just look at it. Let's look at that one position. You got Tyran Evans on Huff. You got Jaden White, who's got his 6th offer today from Fairmont State. You got the young man Jameer Anderson. And then you got the other young kid who I just started hearing about. He's catching touchdowns in the playoffs.
That's what I was talking about. You know what? Like
I didn't have his name down. Pearsall Brown, I believe.
And they got the Coleman kid on the sideline.
Yeah, and there's the point right there. Mr. Sinatra brought up. He's on the sideline. Yeah, he's the one that transferred. So
you got a good old son versus dad, because dad is the assistant OC at West Charlotte.
So then the West Charlotte, you mentioned
Nicholson.
Yep, and we talked about Rakim. And then you got Davion Jones.
You got Davion, you got Luke Gilmore over there.
They get Gilmore involved too.
And they got some young guys. They got some young guys.
King Coble is another fast guy who showed out at our showcase in the spring.
Oh yeah, he's good. Did they bring the freshman up from JV, or he didn't? I don't know.
I'm not sure on that.
But they got weapons.
Well, I mean, the receiving talent, just alone, the receiving talent on both teams is incredible, man. I mean, think about the commits and then the offers you got just in that group, and then we've got so much more, like you're talking about, man.
You got the running backs.
If you love talent in Charlotte, it's at this game. It is incredible.
And then because I don't think Mike is. I still don't think Mike is playing. I don't know. I think he's still. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. But that young guy over there, Huff got so many corners, man. They keep a corner.
Man, there you go, man. Now you go into that too, man.
They keep a corner. That's why. And then them 2 safeties are really. I think like 3 of them. I think like 3 or 4 safeties.
Jackson Heath, man.
Yes,
he is so underrated, and I don't think anyone talks about him, but they do so many things with him, and it's kind of like a wild card, because he can literally line up at any level of the defense.
It's just like it's just like 24 for West Charlotte, the young guy. That dude can line up in the slot. He can play corner. He can play safety. That boy's good. I think he's just a freshman or a sophomore. I want to say. I'm not. Y'all gotta forgive me, but the Jackson kid, y'all gotta talk. That boy can play, man. That's why I keep on telling y'all.
He can. And I interviewed him at the media day in the preseason, man, and you can just tell, when a kid has it. You know what I'm saying? You can feel the energy. You can see the confidence, and he's got it. He's got it, man, for sure.
And then you want to talk about them 2 quarterbacks, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. The most talked about spot we didn't get to yet.
Quarterback. Hey, man.
These 2 guys have been controlling these games against good teams in the playoffs. What Jamori Nichols did last week against Myers Park was really impressive. It doesn't stand out in the stats, but he kept the chains moving. He made smart decisions with the football, and that was the key that kept them off to a good start. They got Myers Park behind, and they never recovered.
I think that's what you want for both of the quarterbacks. You got Mr. Roy, the first year starter. He don't look like one, man. Neither one of them high for the moment. I know we talk about Jamar a lot, but Ethan is legit, man. I know it. I know a lot of people in the city don't say Jamar is good because you don't want to stay. Don't count that kid out, man. That kid is.
And Ethan came in with a lot to prove, man.
And he ain't backing down. He ain't backing down.
Huff has produced college level quarterbacks. I think what is the last 5 or 6 that have gone.
It's 5 more than that, because you got to think about it, even before the May, you had Jackson Gibb, who went to UCLA. Then you had
Kanique Monard Stewart.
Kanique.
Yeah.
Then you had the other boy after Kanique. I forgot his name. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, the point is, there's a tradition, and there's an expectation.
They keep a quarterback.
And I'm gonna tell you, he'll probably kill me for this, but I got to shout out my former teammate Mike Tarver. He's the quarterbacks coach over there, and he's been a big reason why those guys have developed quarterbacks for so many years. Man, heck of a coach. And a lot of people don't know him. If you're not in it, like us, you don't know a lot of these coaches. But just know he is a big part of that.
I'm terrible with names. Shout out both of them O-line coaches at both respective schools because they don't have to fix two lines. Because I think that was the biggest question at Huff and as well at West Charlotte. But both them two O-line coaches have done a wonderful job.
That's Coach Jones at Huff, and I believe that's Randy Long at West Charlotte.
Yes.
Former head coach at Providence, if that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, and then
excellent coaches.
Yeah, excellent. Don't get me started. I start to it's amazing. You got Bird over there coaching the linebacker.
Now that one. Now we can't go through everybody. Now.
I don't want to go through everybody. But I'm just.
But yeah, shout out Coach Bird especially. And I haven't said this yet. I was waiting for the right time. But Coach Bird has his graphics business.
Yes.
Coach Canvas. And all the graphics you've been most of the graphics you've been seeing for the Queen City Senior Bowl have been done by him. I mean, I love the way he, is able to make things look clean and all that stuff. And they look great. So yeah, definitely shout out to him. And we got a couple more guys here watching the shout out. Zayflix, shouting out the defenses. Yeah, absolutely. I think he's going to be there. I'm pretty sure he's going to be there. I think I saw it.
Tyrant said, wait, talk about the linebackers. Man, we don't got to talk about the linebackers. They know what it is.
West Charlotte fan Mike Eddy says it should be a classic. If Mike Eddy ain't talking junk, he might be a little nervous over there, Mike. What's going on? What's going on? Ain't no confidence?
Nah. I think, like I said, we can go through the whole thing, but both.
Yeah, we can.
Both sets of linebackers are good. You got Michael over there at West Charlotte. That dude has been doing this since he was at Chambers. Then he came to West Charlotte. You got the Patterson, isn't that his name? The sophomore over there. What's the young kid over there? The linebacker from Up.
Oh, yeah. Ryan Peterson.
My fault. No disrespect. I respect your game. I remember everybody told me when you got that Alabama offer there, I was like, Alabama. And when I saw you play, I shut up. I said, he deserves every third offer he get, boy. That boy is different. Hey, you coming there doing that, your freshman, boy, that boy is good. So, hey, they legit over there. I think and then they got the kid who transferred from Kristen, right?
LJ Porter. Yep.
I already knew about it. He told Cox Mill up 1 year, so I already knew about him. So I pay attention to that. But like I said, the funny part about it, not sad. The funny part about that, they got young people behind both them two linebackers. Are pretty freaking good too. So don't think the well dry. They got people.
No, not.
Go watch the South Met game. Go watch Huff versus South Met, and you be like, "Wow, who is that?" I think I told Beck. I said, "Man, who is 38?" Like I said, "Good gracious, they got players." West Charlotte do too, man. Like I said, I'm a West Charlotte alum. I really don't talk too much good about my school because if Pep say good stuff about Harding, we biased. I say good stuff about West Charlotte, I'm biased. But West Charlotte is really good. I would tell y'all that. My boy Cam's over there. I got a lot of people over there. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of talent over there. And they play like West Side folk, baby. And that's why I love it. They're confident. That's what you like. But Huff is too. Look at that coach, man. You never heard about Baker when he was in high school. The way them kids act, they act just like he do. Hey, when he was at Waddell, he was a bad boy. He was
I'm telling you, man. He was one of the best running backs, and I think he played linebacker too, right?
He played running back, quarterback, linebackers.
Oh yeah, quarterback too. Yep.
We had the scrimmage there. What's that, boy? Baker about broke my darn shoulder. I said, look, man, hey, that boy was good, boy. Baker was good. But you got to give both sides credit, man. These are two very well coached teams, man. And we talk a lot of jump, but I'm looking forward to it. Baker didn't get in my field pass, so I ain't coming. They over there acting crazy, all right? I ain't coming.
All right, so how does West Charlotte win this game? Like you said, as we started this thing, I think the offensive line is a big key once again for the Lions. They stepped up big last week. They had the challenge against the talented defensive ends from Myers Park. Like we shout out Jorquise Broome, but I also want to shout out Khalil Hensley McNair, the right guard. Those two.
That's a sophomore?
I think he's a junior now.
Okay, yeah.
But
really good.
Those two played really well on that right side, and West Charlotte ran behind those guys a good bit and had, success. And they moved the chains. It wasn't the most explosive game plan for them last week. But, I don't think they felt like they didn't need to take chances. Their defense played lights out. So once again, looking at this game, the offensive line is going to have to neutralize, Huff, and they got to try to get second level to cut off those talented linebackers.
They don't have to step on toes. Them receivers don't have to step on toes. I think he don't have to get a little creative. I think he don't have to go put them wide receivers out there. I think he don't have to put like four of them. Not like, I know he like to put them running backs out there, but I think he don't have to play them. The wide receivers don't have to play this weekend. I think you don't have to see a lot of Davion and stuff like that.
That's my next note. Note right there. With Nicholson, Davion, and Finch, you can try to, kind of.
You throw Gilmore in there. You throw Landon.
Gilmore. You can put him in there.
You put Gilmore in there.
But to your point, I think those kind of formations are better, trying to, find some space and find some grass where you can operate in the passing game.
Even though I like when they put 23 at the running back, the fast back. I like when they put him in slot but I think they gotta let him take some shots, and it's tough, man. Huff is really tough. I think you gotta spread them out.
I think so too. That's your best chance.
You run straight at him. Ask Wes Forsythe, man. I'm telling
you, you can't play them in a phone booth.
That running back. I know Sam, like you say, he got a backfield. Huff has shut down some great backs. Like, think about when they play South Point this year. Like, just think about it. They don't shut down some great running games. Don't play. You can't. Hey, that's all I would tell you. You got to spread that thing out, baby.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, man.
Now,
the question is, how does Huff win this game?
I'm begging. He probably don't touch the interior side of that line. We know they got them edges, and Tyron Evans don't get a lot of one-on-ones. He don't see how good that them DBs are. They're not scared to throw that ball. I think it's not similar to how they play, but they're gonna spread. They're more vertical. Vertical. They'll throw some quick game stuff. They're not scared to run with the quarterback. Them linebacker Michael's don't have to be a guy like he always is. That secondary, somebody in that secondary other than Davion and 24 don't have to step up. That's what I think. Like, Davion is a man child. He don't be in the middle of the field, but somebody other than them don't have to step up. Not saying they don't have the guys, but they don't have to step up because they do got elite level receivers over there, and they go against elite level receivers every day. So, but
that's a good point.
The most dangerous thing, and I think I said this to you earlier, is Huff been moving that ball without Tyron because he's been out, and that's dangerous. Now the home run threat company, where they still got they got other ones, but now it's gonna be a fun game. This is probably gonna be the best game.
Yeah, I think in my notes here for West Charlotte, they can't get behind. They can't get behind, 2 touchdowns. Then Huff gets momentum, and then you feel like you got to make something happen. And then you get off, your script or your game plan, playing the emotional part of the game. So You got to be smart with that, especially.
And they pressers got to get home because West Charlotte's a pressure team. They pressers got to get home because they get behind them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a.
Well, that being said, there's a lot of people coming on, and I know why you're coming on because you want to see what these guys got to say. And I'm glad to say we do have the defense coordinator for the Huff Huskies ready to go, Chachi Sullivan. We're going to bring him on the show right now. What's up, Coach?
What's up, Pep? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Hey, there you go. Hey, that's a bad man right there. I don't even talk bad about him no more.
Thank you for that little bit of leniency, big dog.
Hey, you already know me. Hey, you want my favorite, boy. You doing a good job, man. I love what you're doing.
All right. Well, we're going to come back to you in 1 second, Billups.
Good. I need to go do something.
All right. Well, Coach, first of all, man, I got to ask you. You asked for this game way back in August when we had you on in response to what Coach Griner was saying. It took a while to get there, but now you guys are here. How fired up are you and your guys, for this opportunity?
I mean, I think it's more so. It's always been a fun and competitive game with West Charlotte, even predating Griner. And at that time, starting the season to see West Charlotte not on your schedule, even to not see Mallard Creek on your schedule was kind of different. So playing them has kind of been par for the course for us because we've been in the conference. Just not being in the conference with them this year was unique. So fired up. I think it's always good energy between the two teams. Their band reminds me a lot of my alma mater, so it's just a fun atmosphere to have them in a game.
Yeah, who's your alma mater, Coach?
I'm a South Carolina State grad.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. All right, good stuff, man. You guys have been playing well, all throughout the playoffs. No real close games. A lot of one-sided affairs, man. For your defense specifically, what has been the key for all the success you've been seeing so far?
I think it's just togetherness, and I think we got some unsung heroes over there. I think Charlotte knows, but a lot of people don't know. But Jamel Byrd has been doing an amazing job. Our staff, we got three defensive line coaches that have been doing an amazing job. Michael Barnett and Coach Tay and Coach Nagy, they've done a great job. And then we've got a couple of young coaches that help Coach Byrd, and then a couple of young guys that actually helped me. So camaraderie amongst the staff, and then the togetherness of the players has just been a really good mix this year.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Now, I'm not going to ask you to give your game plan away, but I do want to ask you, what's the key to handling this West Charlotte team on Friday night?
I think it's about responding to adversity. They got really good players. They'll make some plays, and it's about, next play mentality. A lot of times when you're playing a defense, their defense is, similar to ours as far as having success. But a lot of times, you're not accustomed to people making big plays or getting behind you or, getting first downs, even scoring. We haven't given up like a ton of points or nothing like that. So just dealing with adversity, responding to the crowd and responding to, West Charlotte making big plays too. I mean, they got guys that are going to college or they'll play beyond high school. So we have to understand that and make sure that we're giving them our full attention.
Absolutely, Coach. Good stuff, man. Now, I thought about asking this question, and I'm gonna do it anyway. I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
All right, Pep.
It ain't nothing like that. If you were an offensive coordinator facing your defense, how would you attack you guys? Because it looks like you guys are real solid at all three levels. And, we were talking about it on the show last week, and I sat there and I was stuttering because, my background was offense, and I was like, I don't know how I would attack them. But if it was you, how would you go at you guys?
If I was attacking our defense, I think the number one thing that I would do is, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why I say I don't know how I would attack is because there's really 3 defensive coordinators at the school, right? So when you start to find success, one person may be calling the defense, but the other person is kind of saying, okay, what's next? So I think you kind of have to anticipate things. So I don't really know how to answer that one, and I'm not trying to be coy. I really don't know how to answer that one. It'd be tough.
You're a smart man, Coach.
I was looking for something. No, honestly, I was looking for something because the truth is, I mean, listen, I'm competitive. Our kids are competitive. They supersede what I call anyway. So the reality is, it's like playing the ultimate game of Madden. You know what I mean? Like I get to have the joysticks, but those dudes are out there really doing it. So I can call what I want, and they may or may not execute. But the way that they play out what we're calling it's on them. I mean, we've got 16 or 17 guys that are really, really good defensively, or they dialed into a role that we have for them, man. And it's been fun to watch them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been fun to watch from afar too, man. My last question for you, before we let you go, man. You guys have gotten to this point as a program several times and hadn't been able to get over the hump. What's going to be the key to get over that hump and get to that state title game?
Man, you know what? In the years that I thought we were over the hump, COVID happened, right? And then there's times where I didn't think we would get close, and we're in the 4th, 5th round. So to me, really and truly, is health. Every year, people talk about Huff can't get over the hump. Truthfully, we haven't ever gotten there and been healthy. I mean, last year we lost the starting nickel, the starting free safety. The nose guard was banged up, and we're going to play Grimsley. Like, good luck with that. Nobody cared. You know what I mean? So we've got to be healthy. I mean, for us to get over the hump, this staff hasn't been in that situation. Coach Baker hadn't been there all the years that stuff was going on. So I think that, we got the right mix, but it's about health. Get to the game healthy, and then, get to play with your full deck. I mean, everybody's kind of banged up this time of the year, but like, we weren't deep enough to overcome some of the losses. And I'm not making excuses, because Grimsley was a damn good ball club, but you can't go in there half cocked and beat them. You know what I mean? You're going to have to be fully loaded. And they've done a good job, but 3 years in a row, like, you're losing guys before a big game. And part of it was probably being in that conference. So, the bittersweet part was, they say that conference was so tough, and maybe it was, but we're healthy. And that's what I think, that's the difference between this year and other years, that we're healthy in week, whatever this is, round 4, whatever it is.
Coach, I appreciate that transparency, man. Man, that's awesome. So we'll be there on Friday. I'll come up to you and I'll talk to you before the game. And wish you guys the best of luck, man. We appreciate you coming on tonight.
And man, bring some heaters. Thanks.
I'll see what I can do, Coach.
All right, have a good one.
All right, you too, man. All right, that's defensive coordinator Chachi Sullivan from the Huff Huskies. And now we're going to move on. We're going to bring on the head coach from the Huff Huskies. That's Deshaun Baker, leading these guys here to the state semifinals. Coach, how you doing, man?
What's going on, Pep? How you doing?
I'm good. I appreciate you taking some time out. I know it's a busy week for you, getting ready to take on these West Charlotte Lions. And that's my first question, man. You guys wanted this game. There's been a lot of talk back and forth for months going on between these two programs. How good does it feel to be in this game that you guys have wanted for so long?
Man, it's a great feeling, man. Just being in this situation. Like Chot said, I wasn't there the last year. We was in the semis when we played Chambers. But like I told my kids, it's a first for me. So we're going to do it together, because none of our kids on this team has been to the semifinals before. So, it's a first for myself, first for the team. So it's a good feeling, man. I tell you what, I ain't been interviewed so much all year. 3 years I've been at Huff. So, it's a good feeling to know that we're doing what we're supposed to do, and our kids are playing good ball right now.
Well, Coach, it's funny you say that, because your offensive lineman says you don't do interviews. So
I don't really do them. But it's for this occasion I do it.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate it for sure. You guys been playing really well in the playoffs so far, man. What's been the key to the success you guys have seen so far?
I mean, our offensive front and defensive front. I tell our guys every Friday, like we play as they go. If we play good offensive line wise, we're gonna be good offensive. We play good on defensive line, we're gonna be good defensively. So, I mean, again, like I told everybody else, we trying to keep the main thing, and we go out, we play for each other. Again, they argue Monday through Thursday with each other. They compete with each other all week, and on Friday they come together for one common goal to win the game.
Absolutely, man. We were just talking about the game beforehand, and we were saying you guys have so many different guys stepping up on offense to make plays here in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Now, what does that say to you guys as a staff and how you develop your kids, man? What's the kind of the secret sauce to that?
Man, listen, I give all the credit to my coaches, man, especially on the offensive side of the ball. When Tyrann went down, we knew we had to have some kids step up. And honestly, man, it was kind of a gift and a curse for us that he went down because our younger guys had to step up and they understood that they can do it, and our coaches coached them up to be what they needed to be. But again, man, just to have a lot of kids on offense that can make plays and move the ball, we need to move it. And again, when our defense playing the way they're playing and when we're moving the ball and scoring points, it's going to be hell for anybody to play.
Absolutely, man. I mean, you guys have been dynamite. Like the game against Palisades where you scored 8 touchdowns in the first half. I mean, that is incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that, man.
I don't think I have either.
Well, Coach, I know you kind of mentioned it earlier, but I got to ask you. You guys have gotten to this point in the playoffs, several times as a program. Mm-hmm. What's going to be the difference to get you guys over that hump to a state title this year?
Man, honestly, man, just do what we've been doing. Like we got to execute and be the best version of ourselves and not go out here and trying to do nothing that we hadn't been doing all year. I think a lot of people, even though, like I said, it's not my first time as the head coach being in the semifinals. I learned some stuff last year, not trying to change too much, and just do what you do and execute your game plan. And we got to do that on both sides of the ball. It's going to be a physical game. We all know that. But it's going to be the team that, can limit the turnovers and stop the explosive plays. So just continue to do what we're doing and make sure we execute to the best of our ability.
All right, good stuff, man. Are there still tickets available?
Last time I talked to my AD, I think it was like 2,200 sold, something like that. So it's getting near.
Okay. Good deal, man. Let me bring on Mr. Billups. I know you might know that man a little bit. You got a question for Coach?
Nah, me and Beck already don't talk our jump, man. We don't disclose that in public.
That boy crazy.
Yeah, he is. Well, Coach, I appreciate you coming on with us, man. We'll see you on
make sure
Friday.
I get my sweatshirt, man, so I get on the sideline, man. Y'all tripping.
Okay. See, that's what I gotta do, man. I gotta keep doing that. But Coach, we'll see you Friday, man. We wish you the best of luck, man.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach.
All right now.
All right. There's head coach Deshaun Baker joining us from Huff. Before him, we had defensive coordinator Chachi Sullivan. And I also want to bring on the show co-defensive coordinator from the Independence Patriots, Big Eye Shelby Adam Weber. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Where'd he go? He disappeared. He literally oh, now he's back. What the heck, man? I had a great introduction, then he disappeared, man. Big Eye Shelby, there he is.
Say it again. I didn't hear the introduction. I'll tell you, every time somebody comes on and off, something happens to my audio. It's like it goes mute.
That
So
is
hold
crazy.
on. So take me off. Introduce me again so I can hear it.
I get it.
All right.
I need the Bulls anthem from the 90s.
Oh,
Hey,
I don't
man.
have. I got the CFI song. You want that?
Nah, we good, man. Hey, man. It was the green and gold game last week. I told y'all them bums from Richmond County come up to old Mint Hill, and what happened? They sent them on back. Introducing the person who led the defensive way, what Cole led it. Give it up to Adam Webb. Adam Webb, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Webb.
Cole, hey, Cole Leonard is funny, boy. You crazy.
Hey, man, y'all got politicians over there, man. I want to,
Oh,
ain't he doing without no haircut? That's what I'm talking about through the wire. Ooh.
Everybody keeps getting on me about my haircut, man.
Nah, man, no, cut your hair, man.
No,
Can't
man.
cut it.
That shell behind me, man.
Well, let's talk about it, man. I think we covered with Short Huff pretty good.
And let him talk about that,
So
man.
let's talk about what happened last week. What was the big success, Independence in Richmond County, man? What did you do defensively?
Dominate.
I mean, we just stopped the run, man. Credit to our guys up front, our D-line up front, and just the linebackers playing, man. We knew that they had some guys on the outside who were playmakers, man. We told the guys we got to make sure with that team, let's make them play left-handed. So we want to make sure we try to take away the run, and we did that as a front seven on the defense. And taking away the run, they became a little predictable when they was going to pass. So now it plays into our favor of what we wanted to do coming in. So, the coaching staff, we all had a good plan in place, had a good week of prep. And we was like, man, we can get these guys. We knew we'd have to take some chances at times doing certain things. And, the kids always do a great job of making us right, even sometimes if we're wrong, just because of how prepared they are. So huge credit to the kids, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. When we were watching, of course, when we were at West Charlotte, and the score just kept going up and up and up and up. So I'm excited to talk to DJ here in a few minutes and kind of talk about what they did offensively to kind of just take control of that game and just another dominant performance, man. It's really fun to watch with you guys.
Good job.
Yeah. Right now, we're clicking right now, man. We always challenge our guys about being in a city like Charlotte. There's so many different teams of classifications, whatever the case may be, that people always want to keep their eyes on. And we always tell our guys, continue to go get your respect. We're not as big as other teams, not as fast as other teams, maybe depending on who you want to compare us to. So we always tell our guys, each week you go get your respect. So we're not really worried about the outside noise, as long as every day these coaches and these kids come to work, and that's the only thing that's on our mind, and just getting better each day, and just going to war with each other, and just continue to prove the doubters wrong and stay together through everything. So,
hey, Bills, you sound like a head coach, don't you?
Man, that man over here doing interview prep.
I'm telling you.
Keep on proving that we better to just keep the main game, the main thing. Man, go. I'm talking about.
I think with the games we've had this year, I think our kids been in every situation possible. We've been down. We've been in adverse situations. We've been undermanned. We're undersized every week, no matter who we play. No matter what team we play, we're undersized. And our kids are just a bunch of fighters, man. They let what other people say use it as fuel, because we know defensively speaking, we know up front, we're not the typical defensive line that you would see. So the guys, we hold them accountable, they hold themselves accountable, and they just make plays each and every week. So even with the games we have lost, if you look at the numbers with certain things, we make a lot of teams still work. You still gonna have to work. So it's just kind of who we are, man. Our guys, like I said, man, everybody's clicking, keeping the main thing. We don't continue to worry about what happened before. The only thing we worry about what happens what's coming next. So,
well, let's talk about what's coming next. That's the Weddington Warriors. You guys are going on the road down there. When you look at them, man, what's going to be the key for this defense to continue to play well against these guys?
I think in the playoffs in general, man, you got to be able to stop the run. Weddington's a team that. This is a team that one thing must respect the Coach Capone and his staff. I think he's one of those head coaches, one of those staffs on that side, offensively speaking, that they don't get bored with doing what works for them. So they want to. So if you want to beat a Weddington or you want to make the state championship period, you got to be able to stop the run. So that's what we have to go do. I think that if you're able to take away a team's run game, then you always have a higher chance of winning. But we know they're a very well-coached team. They have kids who've been running this system forever. We know those kids are going to play for their school. The crowd's going to be up for it. They're going to be up for it. And like we always tell our kids, if you want to beat the man, you got to beat the man. So it's one of those things where, I feel like we got to try to find a way to stop the run and just compete. We know a lot of people are going to look at us, try to compare us from what happened 2 years ago or whatever happened. With our 2 losses, and everybody keep everybody wants to keep comparing or worrying about what happened in the past. And, we tell our kids each and every day, they're different from 2 years ago. We're different from 2 years ago. And you're going to have, in 3 days, you're going to figure out what type of team you really are. So, I think that's what, all the defensive coaches, that's how we've been talking about, is stopping the run.
Okay. Good stuff.
All you got to do is play that young boy. All you got to do is play that young boy. He never fails, baby. He never fails, baby.
Oh, man. So Karen Belt's going back to scrimmage time and said, oh, did y'all really scrimmage?
Yeah.
Yeah, we scrimmaged at Rocky River.
Okay.
Man, that's why I like Karen. Karen be
deep knowledge right there.
And Karen be riding to the game listening to young boy. I like Karen. She probably got shots.
We've seen them a lot this summer, man. We had 7-on-7. We seen them in 7-on-7 twice. We scrimmaged them, so we've seen each other a lot. So
yeah, they only got that one new aspect with KD. But like I said, I'm looking forward to this game for y'all. I love the way y'all playing. I love that Jaden Jones is being the man. Like you said, your front seven, they may be on the side, but they ain't playing on the side. And Dallas is beating Dallas, so y'all doing a great job, man. Y'all doing a great job. Salute to y'all coach staff over there. I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud with everything I'm seeing over there, man. I was impressed. I was glad y'all was over there knocking the door down, everything. So hey,
well, who else does a good job? The producer does a good job.
Oh yeah, the producer join the show.
Hey man, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I do my best. I always gotta do it, man.
And we always don't dock your pay, but you came in smooth like that. So
I appreciate that, man. Because if you dock it, man, that's gonna hurt, man.
Now hold on. Let me get something straight here. You got free Lakers tickets from me. That's worth a lot of money.
You got what?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that, man.
Why they gotta tell you business like that, man?
No. Because sometimes y'all act like y'all don't get no compensation.
You never heard me say that. You never heard me say that. I said if I lost my compensation, it would hurt.
Hey, Pep, I know you get 2 tickets to every game. So, producer, who you take with you?
So, mind your business.
Who did I take with me?
No, Brad, I put you out.
Hey, since I didn't get the tickets, I want to know who you take with.
Brandon. Hey, Brandon, tell me that ain't none of your business. Hey, let's go. Next question. I got Brandon. Can't put jam a boy out like that.
Let me check my record. We'll talk about that after the show.
Yeah. I gotta go through the call there.
Hey, much appreciate the game, man. That was a good game, man. I much appreciate it.
That's funny. Oh, you got another Laker fan. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh well, that's great.
What we talking about? We
don't talk about the NBA on this show for obvious reasons.
We talking about the Patriots.
Yes, we are. DJ McFadden, head coach of the Independence Patriots, is scheduled to join us shortly. I'm excited to talk about how well those guys are playing. We just got done talking with right there. Defense coordinator, defense coordinator, Adam Big Eye Shelby, about how well they played against Richmond last week, and
we're proud of you.
Yeah, for sure.
Clicking on all cylinders, man, and playing like a team on a mission, which is what you need, man. It helps.
So, hey, Brandon, then he ain't cutting in hell either.
What's that playoff beard, man?
He going back to 98. 98. Wait.
I think it helps. You got a head coach. You got a head coach and you got a co-defensive coordinator that both have championship experience. That's got to count for something.
And you know what else they got? That young boy.
Well, to your point though, like what Adam was saying, they have a chip on their shoulder too, because like a lot of people talking about a couple of years ago when Weddington knocked them out, kind of in the same round, I think, of the playoffs.
It was the 2 years ago. It was the game to go to state.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, one round different, but still, a lot of people remembering that, and then how well Weddington's been playing. People that I've talked to just think it's going to be another easy Weddington victory.
Man, don't get
People that I talked
look,
to have said that.
If I was an Independence coach or a player, I would love to hear that. You know what? You think it's gonna be easy victory for them? Good, bet. That's what I would be saying. Bet. Mm-hmm.
Look at Webb. Look at he locked in. He ain't know how to shiesty mask on this year. He gonna be locked in, man. Don't wear that shiesty mask. Because you remember last time what happened. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, I remember that last game. It was.
You remember that last?
It was in
you
the
remember
rain.
that last? You remember that last game when he wore that shiesty mask in the playoffs? It was a quick game. They were down there jumping around. I don't want to say, man, because DJ
I can't wear a ski mask when it get cold.
Nah, man, put a boggin on, old school boggin.
It's not a
ski mask, man. I wear my regular hat.
It's not a ski mask anymore. It's a now.
Put your boggin on.
Man, y'all are crazy.
Put your boggin on, man. Like you from New York.
Now I will say it is gonna get cold Friday, so fans.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be colder than last week.
You know, the producer is our weather man. So what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be Friday?
I'm checking that out right now, man.
Boggin bubble vest Timbs.
Like
a 95 New York cipher. Like a 95 New York cipher.
The low that night is 24, so we probably will go into the 30s.
Yep.
Yeah, we probably be in the 30s at game in game time. So bring your.
All right. Well, hey, we got to get back to business because our next coach is ready to talk to us. So, guys, hang tight. We are going to bring on the head coach of the Independence Patriots, doing a great job in the playoffs so far. His name is DJ McFadden. You guys know him well, and we're going to welcome him to the show right now. Coach.
Hey, what's up, bro? You can hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, and I can see you. How you doing, man?
Right. Man, I'm good, man. How about you?
I'm doing great, man. You guys been playing really well, man. Congratulations. Big win last week over Richmond County, man. What was the key in that victory for you guys last week?
I mean, just be who we've been the last couple of weeks, bro. I mean, I think after the West Charlotte game, which was a humbling game for us, we've kind of started to peak at the right time. And, when you get into the playoffs, at that point, you kind of are who you are and you do the things that kind of got you there. And we've been playing good on both sides of the ball. We're really all three phases. And, we Richmond's a good football team. They had some weapons on offense that we wanted to neutralize and, had some things and holes on defense that we wanted to expose. And I thought our kids did a good job of coming out and executing the game plan like we talked about and sticking to the script and, making plays within the system and not getting outside themselves. And, credit to them. They did a good job at that. So we're peaking at the right time. And, hopefully we can keep playing like that so we can keep this thing going.
Yeah, man, that's something I've said a lot over here the past few weeks is you guys playing your best football now, man. And you said after West Charlotte, it seems like things kind of changed, man. What did you tap into with these guys to get them to play so well now?
I mean, look, obviously teams change year to year. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people, especially, fans on the outside looking in, discredit the fact that the same way it takes kids time to get comfortable in the system, it takes coaches time to figure out what kids are good at and what we can do. And I think that was a lot of it. Also think we had to mature a little bit. And I alluded to that a lot in the interviews I've done in the past throughout the non-conference run in that playoff game is, I just thought we had to mature a little bit and, come together as a team. And like I said, just continue to find out, what guys are good at. We got new pieces in and, how do they fit in and things like that. So, again, like, for example, like King Rose kind of popped on the scene the last 5-6 games, you know what I mean? And it took us a while to kind of figure out, okay, this is his type of game and, it's this receiver's type of game. So I think that played a lot in it, but, we're here now and we got all that worked out. And like I said, we got to have a good week of practice. So hopefully we can keep it going.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Good stuff. Another team that's been playing really well for the past couple months, Weddington, your opponent this week, man. How can you guys go down there and get it done, man, and get to the semifinals?
Yeah, I mean, over the last, 3 years, we've gotten a lot of work with Weddington. Obviously we had the semifinal game with them, but every summer, We get together about 2 times. We see them in all the tournaments. We go over there and throw where it's just us. And then obviously we scrimmage them as well too. So they're familiar with us. We're familiar with them. Capone does a great job. They got a good system, and like I told our kids, is that's a championship program, and in order to beat championship teams, like you got to up everything that you do. So we got to play a clean football game. We got to play a tough, gritty football game. And we got to execute, and we got to execute at a high level, and we got to minimize our penalties. I think if we could do that, we give ourselves a shot, man. We're not the same team that we were 2 years ago when we played them, and obviously they're not the same team. So something's got to give on Friday night. You know what I mean? And Capone's definitely gonna have those guys ready to go. He's one of the best, if not the best, in the area to do it, and we know that and respect that. But we like to think that our coaching and our coaching staff is some of the best in the area too. So we're gonna get to work just like them. And one thing we know, we'll be there, and the ball's gonna get kicked on Friday.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I like it. You came out and said something about coaches' pay that makes a lot of sense. You got a lot of support behind it, man. In the 4th round, you haven't been paid. I think it's crazy. But what made you come out and say that right now? And what can we do to change this issue going forward, man?
I said it because I ain't been paid yet. Like, God dang, now. No, but look though, like CMS, we've had the meetings and they've heard us, and I know they're gonna do, obviously what they need to do, but for us, it's still the situation as of now. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I think we made a lot of headway this year with some of the meetings and things that we've said and talked with CMS about. So I got confidence that they're going to get it done. But like I said, at the same time, ain't none of us been paid yet. You know what I'm saying?
That's rough. People don't understand the amount of money it takes. You guys giving money here and there for months at a time. Kids need a bus pass. Kids need something to eat. You got to take kids home. That's gas out of your vehicle. I mean, it really adds up. And, I really, the base, the way you get paid aside with the stipend is crazy enough, but not to get anything at all for that amount of time for football, especially with the number of kids you're responsible for, the amount of time that goes into it. It's insane to me, man. It's insane. I really applaud, guys like yourself and your staff and all the other high school coaches out here, because I don't know how you do it. I couldn't do it no more. That's why I'm doing this.
It's definitely a lot, you know what I mean? I've been coaching 11 years, but 5 years as a head coach, and I really didn't understand what all goes into it until I became a head coach. I mean, look at me. I'm sitting in the car just leaving the school now.
Right, right. Exactly.
So it's a lot that goes into it, and obviously it comes with the job, and we know that, and we take that on, when we accept it. But also too, though, I don't want that to be an excuse as to why some of these things can continue the way they are, just because we know it and we do it. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I got total confidence that the leaders that are working for us are definitely gonna get it fixed. But like I said, it was just one of the things. It was like, well, here we are about to hit Thanksgiving, and none of us been paid.
Insane, insane.
But they'll get it right.
Yeah. So let me bring on Mr. Billups here as a part of our show and see if he's got a question.
Gosh.
I ain't got nothing but love, baby.
What's up, man? Nah, you my guy. You already know that. What's up, bro?
hey, I don't need nothing. Now you doing good, man. Hey, you getting that run game going, man. That the King got, man. Y'all playing great right now. I can't even front. Y'all doing good. Thank you for being Richmond County. I can't stand Richmond County. Thank you. You're doing a good job, man. I'm rooting for you. I think y'all really got a good chance, man. Y'all playing really well right now. Y'all hitting at the right time. So, man, y'all not, like Webb said, I don't think y'all overlook team, man. Everybody know y'all the real deal in that 7A. It's tough. That 7A is tough, but I think you got a real good chance, man. You're doing a real good job, man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Look, like it's like I told my kids, man, we get in games like this with Weddington and the Huffs and the West Charlottes, like until we can compete and win them games consistently, like it's gonna be what it is as far as the media goes when these games, and rightfully so. Like we ain't taking away from that. So until we can get out there and win a game, and win these games consistently, it's going to be what it is as far as predictions and things like that. So here we are with another opportunity in one of these games with that next tier team, with the tier that we feel like we're not in, that we should be in. But until we win it, until we win these games, we're not going to be in it. So another opportunity for us.
Just keep being the Wizard, man, because you down and up on offense right now.
It's impressive. It is impressive.
Hey, you going to work. Came in front.
Yeah, we finding our groove right now, man. So like I said, hopefully we can put something good together on Friday.
Thank you, Coach Billups.
Billups, turn the strobe lights off, man. What you got going on back there, bro?
Man, I'll be chilling, man. This is what I live my life.
He's one of a kind. He can only be on this show. But I do want to give you a chance to shout out your co-defensive coordinator, and I appreciate you letting him be on the show with us, man. I don't know if I ever told you that. I really appreciate it, but
I told him it was cool as long as you don't get up there talking crazy, writing checks that I got to cash and stuff. Coach Webb and Coach Dubio, man, they do a good job. You never know how the coach situation is going to go. A lot of the times, you know what I'm saying, because sometimes you get into an ego thing, and I want to run this and I want to run that. So, I'll be honest with you, early on when I made the decision to do that, I was a little skeptical because I was like, okay, how's this going to work? But they complement each other well, you know what I'm saying? And they work together well. They don't cross over each other. They got a plan. They come to practice organized. One guy standing here and there, and, they do a good job. And, one thing I've learned from Palmieri is I'm going to keep the pressure on Webb and Dube to keep them on their toes and keep them working. But they're doing a great job, bro. So, you tell Webb, I say, don't spend too long on the show and get back to work.
Yeah, here you go. You can tell right here. There you go.
We got a big one Friday, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, what you doing over there, big dog? Yeah, but they do a good job, man, and I'm proud of them, if I can say that, because like I said, Webb, I joke with Webb all the time, like that. I think after my second year, Webb came down to meet with me, and he didn't want nothing to do with us until he saw how good we was gonna be, and then we got good. He wanted to come join. But Webb has been good since he's been here, man. He's got a good relationship with the kids, and he's gotten better as a coach over the years, I think. And like I said, it's showing in what we're doing defensively, him and Dubio. So, you know what I'm saying? I really, truly blessed with the staff I got. I think people downplay how hard it is to put together a good staff. You know what I'm saying? I like to tell people that process to get the staff you really want. That's a 2 to 3 year process in itself.
Absolutely.
And now we're in year 5, and this staff, for the most part, has been together about 3 years, and we work well together, man. So I want to keep going to battle with these guys a couple more weeks.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, we're pulling for you. Go on and get home, man, and relax. And we appreciate you coming on, man. Good luck on Friday.
No doubt. I appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely. Thanks, Coach. All right, that was head coach DJ McFadden. We're going to bring the guys back on.
Nah, don't bring Webb back on. He's supposed to be studying.
He's studying now. You see?
Hey, he on mute. Look, he don't put himself on mute. He already know. That man put that computer out so fast. Hey, man, you put that computer out fast. Hey.
I'm always watching tape, man.
Hey, you smart. No, not always.
Gosh.
I get that since the playoff you've been watching film because Brandon, he been on that 2K last couple of times, but he been on that. Look at.
Yep, see?
Yeah.
You know what?
Hey, you gotta think about it, man. Normally our show's on Wednesday. If you ain't got to figure that by Wednesday, you ain't got a shot.
Well, that's true. That's true.
One way to look
There
at it.
you go.
All right, well, guys, let's talk about it. How did the Independents win this game?
Running that ball. Jaden Jones spread it out. I think they keep doing what they've been doing defensively. I'll make that dude throw the ball. Me, respectfully, I want but Capone, you gotta be ready for everything. Capone, they familiar with Capone. Capone always got a change of pace. But I think it's just playing independent football. I'm not saying that just because Webb on here. DJ, man, I've been really impressed. Jeremy, everybody know my relationship with Jeremy Johnson over there, man. I know what kind of football team that is, what their offense don't do. I joke with Webb a lot, but I know what that defense don't do now. That defense don't strap. They don't punch you in the mouth. You got to go out there and be physical. He said the right thing. He told y'all, you got to be able to stop the run. I don't they got them linebackers got to stop Jaden Jones. But then you got the other back. You got to stop that other back. You got
Street. Travis Hill. Hill.
There you go. See,
Yeah,
you got Street over there doing what he doing. You got them. Independence.
You crowd that box. You crowd that box, and he's going deep to King Rose. So
they're dangerous.
Yeah, think about that. But yeah, long as Street plays smart, get his receivers involved often.
I think KD playing safety over there. I don't know what he playing over there. What he playing over there with?
Man, I watch their offense, not their defense, man.
Okay, he don't play no off. I was just asking because I haven't watched.
I think they've been. Depending on who they've been playing, I think a couple of those guys may go both ways.
Yeah, but I think
makes sense,
you gotta test them corners. You know what I'm saying? Weddington. They only been known for them corners maybe twice, but their secondary pretty decent. It's very well coached.
You guys, both you, producer, and Bill, you guys hit all my notes there. I think offensive line is a big key. They got to get pushed.
Yeah.
Big Nori White, there's been the linchpin, at tackle. It's going to be really important there. They can't be one-dimensional, and they haven't been. I wouldn't expect that. Winning one-on-one matchups on the outside, like you said, producer with King Rhodes, and there's some other guys that can make some plays. Ricky Myers Jr., Prince Young, in the receiving core. They should have some chances against some one-on-one coverage there. So take your shots in that one. Defense keep Weddington behind the chains, like Webb said, stopping the run, big first and foremost. Get them in long to go situations. For Weddington, their key is stopping the run, because if Indy's gonna run it, that opens it all up. That opens the playbook wide.
And that D line gotta be that D line. That D line gotta live. D line, that defense gotta live up to what they produce. Like that D line, them backers gotta be them guys. Like that's not me disrespecting Independence, not anybody. It's just me being real with you. That D line, if they go out there and dominate, then it's gonna be a long game for Indy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now Weddington does have some guys in the passing game. Mr. Manley on the outside. One of my favorite players, Kelson Tate. I think he's called a human joystick or something like that. I think that's his nickname.
Now I gotta go.
And now with KD in the fold, Weddington has some guys that can go get it down the field, especially big passing plays. People really want to come up, creep up, stop the run, and they hit that play action. And their quarterback, Walker Powell, is very accurate if you give him time. So getting pressure on him is going to be a big key too when they're going to.
Isn't that a new line too? Like that old line fairly not new this game, but this year it's some first time starters on that line, right?
Yeah, but not in the fourth round, man. You're
you rocking and rolling. But like I said, I think you're gonna see the like he said, the playmaker gonna play both ways, and they're gonna go get it. Capone gonna have some stuff. So
and that's the thing with Capone too. Offensively, they're gonna have some tricks. They're gonna show some different formations. So I think communication defensively is really important too. So I think it's gonna be a really good game. Both teams are playing really strong football right now, and to the point that they know each other really well. There's not gonna be a lot of secrets. This is gonna be a really good game on
to Indy's O-line credit. They don't play the Huff D-line. They don't play the West Shard D-line.
Right.
So
That's true.
They're accustomed to some stuff. So
that's true.
Some different things that didn't work when they play them two D-lines. They gotta be rolling. So you don't see, like I said, you don't see them press because them twins are legit. They legit, but they are familiar with them. They play in the scrimmage. I heard different story.
Right.
So
and I think that helps. That helps a lot.
So
all right, let's go to our other games here. Let's talk about Ashbrook and Northern Guilford. 6A court. Oh, there it is. Riding the wave.
I'm riding that wave, baby. I'm riding that wave. They told me Dudley was gonna beat them, and you saw what they did, man. Hey, man.
Well, we talked about it. I mean, they're a good program, but not the same team, you know. And
I think they'll be similar this week.
No, they won it in their style. That's my first note for Ashbrook in this game. Make them play your game. You know, their style, they grind it out. First downs are like touchdowns when they run the football, man, and possess it. And keep, you know, the other offense off the field. And then
the offense is explosive now. They now I watch some Northern Guilford. It'll be a good game. This is gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a really good game because to your point, Northern Guilford runs it more, but they got a really good quarterback in Jackson Kemp, and they got guys on the outside that can make plays. Like they have 2 receivers near 30 catches and 600 yards each. So you can't go to sleep. Akers is their running back. He's really good. But I'm telling you, Grayson Council, one of their best receivers, came to our showcase, and I'm telling you, he is like 6'2", put together.
He's gonna have him ready.
Physical and fast. So this Northern Guilford team is they're not a 2 seed for no reason, you know. They don't get a lot of talk around the state. There's not a lot of buzz around them, but they're a well-coached team with really good kids. And multiple kids came to our showcase from that school, and I can tell you, I saw them up close. They're legit.
They legit. They got them receiver like that receiver. I remember that receiver from the camp. That boy pretty good, you know. But like I said, I'm biased. I'm gonna show my bias. I think Zeke gonna have them boys ready, and they make that smash and go football game. I like it. I like what we don't get.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. If I was watching on the stream, I definitely had that one up for sure, man. So we're riding the wave up to Greensboro. Hope they
yes, sir.
Safe and all that good stuff, man. All right, Sun Valley Watauga. On the other 6A quarterfinal, I think this is a great game. Both of these teams are playing.
Sun Valley playing great right now.
I mean, you just don't go up to Freedom and blow them out.
Like they blew them. Sun Valley playing very well.
They won that game 46-20, man.
But we said it. We told everybody, y'all going out there. What Charlotte did to them in that scrimmage, and like Sun Valley ain't no punks, man. And I think this game, they're very well coached. Sun Valley's very well coached. They got an attitude. They play with a lot of attitude. They play clean football. I think this is gonna be. They could get Watauga, but like we always tell everybody, when you go play Watauga, special team. This team right here, their special team. That head coach is really good at a special team, and he gets the job done. That coaching staff is really good. I know it's the city versus the mountain all the time, but that coaching staff in Watauga, they know what they're doing, and they're not scared to play any of us down here.
Right, exactly. And I think for Sun Valley, they just got to continue to be balanced offensively. Don't fall into Watauga and what they do on offense. Stay balanced, run and pass. Lineberry, the quarterback's doing a great job. Zach Cullen, dynamic athlete, get it done in several phases of the game consistently. I think the key there is to try to get an early lead on them, make them play from behind. You know, Watauga they are always in front. They're always in front, man, and they're always dictating with their tempo because of that. If you get a lead on them, if I won the toss, I'd receive, and I want to get up 7-0. I want to try to get up 14-0 and make them feel uncomfortable. Put them in a place where they ain't never been before this season.
Because they got up on Catholic, and that's what they did at Catholic.
Right. And Catholic played them tough. I mean, it was 27-19. I mean,
Catholic Catholic got beat by Sun Valley 21-0.
Correct. Now there's a caveat there. There were some coaching changes going on with Catholic. So, there's context.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well,
but I mean, it is a common opponent. So, you can reference.
I like Sun Valley. In this game. I really do.
I think defensively, they're going to have to communicate and really study the film because to your point about that coaching staff, they will also, and Webb knows this because they went up there and played him. They're going to formation you. They're going to trade you. They're going to shift you. You got to talk. You got to know what you're going to do when they do that kind of stuff, man, because they're going to try to gain an advantage. If you don't shift, if you don't move with what they're doing, they're going to get you on something.
Yeah, if you're not, you got to be prepared. You really got to spend as much time on special teams that you do on offensive defense because they're gonna run. I know when we went up there, man, they onside kick it like every time, like they did it every time, and like you got to be prepared for it. But I like Sun Valley in this one, man. I know Sun Valley's defense is led by Brandon Creech, linebacker, and those guys have been on the brink of success since they've been there. They've won a lot of big games. They competed with the Myers Parks and Weddingtons every year. So they're prepared. They've been in moments they've been in games, big games like this throughout the time they've been there. And I know that they're like Sun Valley's very well coached, Watauga's very well coached. I think that's going to be a good game up there. I think the only thing that will play into Watauga's favor would be the weather. Because Sun Valley is going at a time where it's going to be really, really, really cold.
I don't think they care about it.
Though. I think they're going to be ready. I mean, they're going to be up for it. They're going to have.
They're very tough. Like you said, they're very tough. Sun Valley's very tough. They're a very tough team. You know.
And then they came through that Union County Conference, man.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing to sneeze at. So they're battle tested too.
And you look at the scores, like even with Weddington, like they got beat 21-6, but usually you hear about Weddington blowing them out the water. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's a good point.
They battled Porter Ridge. That's another 11-7. Come on now. And everybody know what we feel about Porter Ridge. Porter Ridge is it's just physical. They play physical teams. Right. You not gonna have physical them. Now you gotta come ready to play. You gotta play football, but it's gonna be a really good game. I like this game, this one better than Watauga and Catholic, like we said last week. I like this is
right because there's more balance. There's more balance with Sun Valley. I agree. I agree with you there. All right, so our next game, Hickory and J.M. Robinson, 5A quarterfinal here. I said it last week on Friday Night Live. I think it's a great offensive matchup, man. I mean, you got two of the best offensive minds in I guess you could say the state. I was gonna say the area, but no, I think it's the state, man.
No, you got to. You gotta give both of them credit.
Yeah, Mike Natoli and Coach Jason Seidel, who will join us here in just a couple minutes.
Those Glass in there too. You know, Glass don't play.
I thought Glass was a defensive guy.
He do both.
Glass. He does both. Okay.
Glass is
well. I mean, it's his team, so I mean.
But Natoli, Natoli is legit. I know people in Charlotte, Charlotte area. We saw what he did with the independent team. We're like, Natoli's legit.
Well, I tell the story all the time, man. I think his offensive system is really, fun to watch. And, with the stuff he did a couple years ago with Brady Stover at the quarterback spot,
yes,
it was something else, man. But I think, when you get something like that, we have two really great offenses. You look at the other side, you look at the defense. And so I think it's the best defense, obviously is going to win.
They don't have,
yeah.
This the better defense they don't have since Hickory won that the state championship that year when Hickory won.
Oh, 2 years ago?
Yeah, because last year, you remember, they always got offensive firepower, but they ran to the West Charlotte train last year. But I don't know. JM tough, man. JM defense and offense are really good. But Hickory, I think JM to slow him down. You know what I'm saying? They could slow him down. And JM could control the game because they got that rain game. They got their line is nasty. Miss Black in here, her son Aiden is he's a bulldozer. He's gonna punch you in the face and he's gonna make you really hate playing football. Like, not saying that boy.
I agree.
Play, man. That boy.
I think it was 2 weeks ago. Was really impressive.
Like, y'all don't believe me? Go see before he even got there when he was at Central. You like, who is that kid? Like him and Brandon Bevilacqua and them. Like, it was a smash mouth. But I think Hickory.
Well, hold your thought there because we got the J.M. Robinson head coach ready to go.
Okay, go ahead.
So let's hear from the man himself. That is head coach Jason Seidel with the J.M. Robinson Bulldogs ready to host Hickory in a big quarterfinal matchup in 5A this Friday night. Coach.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, Coach. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good. Did you get some notes from our analysis?
Oh, yeah, I did, man. I've been listening.
I'm just messing with you, Coach. I appreciate you coming on with us tonight, man.
I appreciate you having me, man.
Absolutely. So last week it was a big win over a feisty Oak Grove team, man. Talk to us, man. What was the key to victory for you guys?
Honestly, O-line, D-line. Oak Grove, I don't know if you've seen them this year, man. They're huge. The biggest team we've seen all year. And I was proud of our guys. We jumped on them pretty quick, but they fought back. We made some mistakes that really got them back in the game too. And I was proud of our guys just battling back. And the third quarter, they took the lead. And then from there, our kids kind of took over. Our quarterback, and if you haven't watched him play, man, I'll be honest, I think he's one of the best players in the state, hands down. Threw for about 240, ran for 135. 5 total touchdowns and got us going again. And, like I said, our kids are young this year. I mean, I talked to you in June. I said, man, I don't know where we're going to be. We hopefully we win 7-8 games and, I'd be happy, but the kids really have come a long way. And, it's amazing to see the journey from the summer to where they are now. It's pretty special.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. You guys graduated a lot of talent from a really good team last year. And I believe it was the third round where you guys made it last year. And then you got a younger team this year, and you're a round deeper in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, playing Hickory on Black Friday, how does it get much better than this for your program?
It doesn't, man. When you can play on Thanksgiving, any program I've ever coached, if you're playing on Thanksgiving, it's special, and there's a lot of kids and coaches that done it for a long time, and it never happened for them. And it's timing. Sometimes it's who's hot, who's healthy. You need a little bit of luck sometimes to make a run. And like I said, I'm proud of the kids and the coaches and where we're at. But we got a battle on Friday, but you're in the fourth round, and it's how it's going to be. And I've known Coach Glass for a long time. We've coached against each other when I was at Hickory Ridge and he was at Robinson. He's a great coach. Their staff is amazing, and I expect it to be one of the best games in the state this Friday.
I agree with you, Coach. Speaking of Hickory, what's it going to take them to knock these guys off, man?
Weather, it's going to be cold. I think they said kickoff time's about 37 degrees.
Woo.
So that's my weather, man. I'm from New York, so I love that stuff. My players will disagree, but I really think the turnover battle and who's going to win that O-line, D-line competition. They're good up front. They got a nose. Number 72 is amazing. Athletic, he's big. But our O-line's been tremendous all year. Guys like Elijah Shue, but we call him Bubba, Jaden Cove, Aiden Black. I can name a bunch, but you flip on the D-line, Elijah Stones, Landon Harden, Aiden Black, who goes both ways. But it's going to be a battle of who can run the ball and who can win that turnover battle.
Awesome, man. Good stuff. I want to ask you this, and we've done a lot of interviews, throughout the years, but here at Robinson, you guys are in the shadows of some of the best programs in the state in Charlotte. But you're right there in terms of the success you've had throughout the years, winning, advancing deep in the playoffs. How can you all get more recognition and love, from area fans, man?
Man, we need more love from you guys, man. Ain't gonna lie, man. It is what it is, man. Our kids don't do it for the recognition. We care about each other and just try to do our thing. It's nice when you get the recognition, but if you're in it for recognition, you're in it for the wrong reason. But we get it. We're in Cabarrus County. I'll be honest. So when you think of Cabarrus County, you got to think of the head coaches that are in the Cabarrus County. There's some amazing ones, man, with Jenkins and Shep and Gentry and Kiefer. And I mean, the list goes on. And you do get overshadowed with the Charlotte guys. I mean, there's some great football in Charlotte, man. 8A football, 7A football, but you can go up to Mooresville. You can go out into Gaston County. Like there's some. I've been in South Carolina, and I still put up the Charlotte schools against the South Carolina guys. And, I love it, man. But recognition, it is what it is, But like I said, we just worry about what we got to do, and if we can keep winning, it's great. That's what we're trying to do. Just take it a game at a time.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Let me bring on one of our co-hosts here, Mr. Brandon Billups. You got anything for Coach Seidel there?
What's up, Coach?
How you doing, sir?
No problem, man. Hey, first off, your principal is one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, Miss Milam. We was at McClintock together, and she was a problem. Boy, I used to love Miss. She don't take no crap. I love her. That's my favorite person in the world. I was glad she got that job. Hey, but the one thing I love about your team, man, they physical, they violent. I love your offense. I always respect when you was at Hickory Ridge and stuff like that. But man, I'm looking forward to you. This is gonna be a good one between you, Coach Glass, and Nicole and them. I would say I think I agree with you. That up front, your line plays, both of y'all line plays don't be very important. You already know how I feel about Aiden, man. Aiden Black. Yeah. Anybody else on that defense, man?
Obviously Landon Harden, it's 2028, multiple offers. Got, he'll have every offer in the country when it's all said and done. But Elijah Stones doesn't get a lot of love. If he's on there, I'm sure he's gonna give me crap if I didn't give him love. But he's a big boy, man. He's 6'5", 280, 290. Plays the nose for us. We bring multiple guys in and out. Aiden Black will go both ways at times. We play, a 3-4 to a 4-man front, depending on what we got to do. And we walk some guys up, and we're young, man. We start almost 10 sophomores, and
y'all got one that running back linebacker y'all got. I used to coach with Dead at Hopewell.
Oh man, he's a beast, man. In the style,
yes,
man.
sir. His dad used to never stop talking about it. And I said, "Boy, you not lying." He's legit, boy. The boy legit.
He's all business too, man. It's hard to get that kid to crap smile. He just always serious. You're just like, hey man,
he act just like it did. He act just like it did.
Yeah, and he's another one that's got multiple Power 4 offers, and Isaiah Woodburn's another 2028 with multiple Power 4. We're lucky, man. We're young. But in that June when you and I were talking, Matt, I was like, ooh, I don't know how it's going to be. That's why we played Myers Park and we played AC Reynolds. We throw our kids into the fire and see what comes out. And they've really come together. And like I said, last year when we graduated all those seniors, it's hard. Yeah. Everybody's like, is this a rebuild year? I don't believe in the rebuild year. It's just about how does this team come together, and I think last week, if you were there, seeing us kind of lose the lead towards the end of the third, and you almost, when you feel it's like, it's just slipping away, and our kids came back, and I was really proud of that young group. They might not have been able to do that earlier in the year, so playing those tough teams, that's why you do it, and it pays off.
Absolutely.
Man, go to work, baby. I'm rooting for y'all.
Thank you, Mr. Billups. And then Joe Hughes covers Gaston and Cleveland County. He says, talking about your quarterback, Ari Greenfield, 35 yards from 2,000 pass and 1,000 rushing. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was that high.
And he's almost at 2,500, but 3 games, middle of the season, he couldn't throw. He actually got injured, couldn't throw with his hand, but he didn't miss a play. We just ran the ball with him. And so he probably would have been at 3,000 yards right now passing. He's 35 yards away from 1,000-yard rushing. He's different, man. I don't know why college coach. He's only a junior. College coaches should be all over this guy. He's got 3.8 GPA plus. Like he's a good kid, man. Hopefully stuff will work out. But no, our receivers are mostly juniors, and they've all came up together through the middle school, so they all know each other pretty well. Like I say, it's a fun team to coach, man. But we'll see what they do on Friday.
Absolutely, man. We're excited to see it, Coach. I appreciate you coming on with us, man. We wish you the best of luck Friday.
I appreciate you having me, man. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. All right, that's head coach Jason Seidel from the J.M. Robinson Bulldogs. They're going to host Hickory at J.M. Robinson on Friday night. We're going to bring Mr. Billups and the producer back on.
See, now, I get love from everybody. That's what kind of person I was in the building.
Yeah, man. We've seen them a couple of times. We definitely saw their growth from the first week we saw them till recently.
Exactly. I mean, it was
for sure
night and day.
But we said that. We said it even when they played Myers Park. We was impressed. It was not. I think Myers Park D line really shot.
Yeah, it was. It was that was it.
But that was tough. That was tough. You got people playing both ways, like Aiden playing both ways like that. That line, that O line and D line is very impressive. Like I tell everybody, like I don't know why people not that I'm not saying because Mama in here. Y'all need to go see that boy play. That Aiden Black cold boy. He is cold. He is cold. They got so many players over there that deserve more off it. Like the linebacker, running back. is, hey, they got so much talent over there. It's a lot of talent. I like to give them a hard time.
There are some names like and that's why I asked Coach that question about being in the shadow, because there are some guys over there that are legit D1 talents, that don't get a lot of attention.
No, that quarterback really good.
They should. They really should get more.
That quarterback.
I think we have maybe at least 6 of their players ranked in the state on Prep Reds on North Carolina. And it's probably more than that, to be honest with you. That's off the top of my head.
And we miss a lot on the show because of who they play in the area. But please don't think we don't see what JM over there doing. Like we recognize how good they are over there. Like that's a very well coached team. We said that when Seidel got the job. We said that. And we was gonna see something change. So, hey, that Cabarrus County, they got some coach. You got Breon.
That was a good point. Yeah. You start thinking about the names.
Miss Mountain used to work with Breon at McClintock. Like, it's so different people. Like, you got what's called A.L. Brown. You got coaches. You got look what what's called get with West Cabarrus. You know what I'm saying?
Coach Jenkins.
And shoot, since Cabarrus, you got
Coach
Cabarrus.
Kiefer. Yep.
You got to think about Hickory Ridge. We got Hickory Ridge.
I mean, so people talked about when we did our Cabarrus County breakdown, and I don't mean to deviate from the matchup, but I just want to say this. Before the season, everyone kept telling me Cabarrus County is down. But
they not.
A.L. Brown was second round of playoffs. Concord was second round of playoffs. Central Cabarrus was second round of playoffs.
You can count.
Obviously, J.M. Robinson's still in the playoffs. So it's not as bad as people perceive it to be. You just got to go and take a look and see what's there, because we say this all the time. There's talent everywhere, and this is a great example of that.
And then a lot of that talent went with the hot new wave. I'm not trying to start nothing, but
and then Northwest Cabarrus.
Northwest Cabarrus, but you gotta think, you gotta think of that. Like when Ambassador Christian came open, some of that talent started.
There was some player movement.
You just got to call spade. Mooresville, people want. That's not me saying people they're recruiting their kids. It's just Mooresville and Lake Norman. You got a lot of talent. That Cabarrus County area is big. You know what I'm saying? And we can't even the Harrisburg. Like even if you think about where Brandon Bevilacqua played. What's the name of that?
Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant.
That's another one. That's another one. Yeah.
You got that. Like you got a lot of Concord. Look what's it called? Get at Concord. Like, and we talk about the whole Met Cabarrus County. We'll be up here every Wednesday to about 11 o'clock just talking about.
Well, that's my life on Prep Reds on North Carolina.
But
anyways,
it's a lot. Like Brandon will tell you, we all know it. It's a lot of talent. We just can't cover.
So how first of all, how does J.M. Robinson win this game?
They got to run the ball. They got to run the ball, control the line of scrimmage. That's why I think Hickory to score like JM can score like that. Hickory can too. Yep. But I think you got to take the air out of that. You know what I'm saying? Out of that air attack. They can't run. Hickory can't run the ball. They are a physical team. Everybody think just because they light it up. You know what I'm saying? That they JM get to the kicking game. You got my boy. You got his son out there, and he'll bring it home. But it's just, I think you got to control the line of scrimmage. It's playoff football. It's gonna be cold. You got to run that ball, and they got, like I said, what's called son is so physical. I'll
tell you this, and to your point, I think in a situation like this, the run game is so important because it keeps Hickory's offense off the field also. And they've got a 3-headed monster over there. We didn't even mention LJ Smooth Watson yet. Yeah. The main running back, or the starter, I should say. But they kind of rotate series, so they kind of get equal carries. But between him, Styles, and Greenfield at the quarterback spot, Hickory is really going to have to try to slow down the read option stuff or RPOs because they mix in a good bit of those in their offense. So and
that is right. Joe is right. Hickory got a kicker too. Hickory kicker legit too.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a great matchup because the coaching, schematics of it, I think is really going to be fun to watch, because Glass as a defensive guy, he's going to, read into tendencies and try to take away, the number ones and number two stuff that JM does. And you have to get deeper in your bag and what are you going to pull out to counter, what they're going to do. So it's a really fun coaching matchup to watch too. And I'm really excited to see it, man.
It's going to be the lines, man. I think on both sides, like Joe keeps saying, he said they ball control. Both them teams are night and day. I'm in missing.
Joe had a real. This is one I wanted from Joe. Yeah. That's a good point too.
Yeah.
Tackling in space for both of these teams.
I think that's what I'm saying for both.
It's really, really important. And that was in my notes right there, to not let 3 to 4 yard runs become 7 to 8 yard runs. You got to stop them and get them on the ground. Period. Those extra hidden yards. I've seen it up close with J.M. Robinson. It's really, really something impressive. Like when me and producer saw him against Northwestern Bears, when they started out, they ran it and they ran it and they ran it. And it was just, a steady death by 1,000 runs. And they mixed in a pass here and there, but they controlled the line of scrimmage. And it was really impressive. And then you look up, it was like 30 to 7.
Hey, like I say, I think both teams can score at will, but I think it's gonna be scrap your helmet up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Joe with another good point here. He says biggest thing for J.M. Robinson getting off the field on third down. Said East Lincoln let him off the hook on third and forever. East Lincoln and Hickory said let him off the hook. And that one receiver, I remember he was a Pet Man player. He dominated that game. He's a tall kid too, like 6'3". So big play guy there. And they always keep one at Hickory.
Man. You remember I played that Hickory team. It's a running joke. My first year on Cox Mill. The worst butt whip I got was that Thursday night. And thank God for that storm. Because I think
those are the same kids that are playing now. Yeah.
Uh-huh. 55 points in two quarters. Joe said, y'all want to, hey, we could see. We passed that. And I said, good gracious. Them boys good.
Oh, man. That's
and that was a long ride back to old Cox Mill, boy. I was like, boy. I said, I think I got retired this.
All right. Well, let's finish it up here. We got 3 games left to discuss, and we'll run through these real quick. Crest at South Point. This is a rematch. This is the other side of the 5A quarterfinal bracket. The first one, Crest put a running clock on South Point. Won that game. I believe it was 42-7.
I'm looking at it now.
South Point had multiple turnovers in that one. And that made short fields for the Crest offense, and they're already really good, so you can't give them short fields. This one is at South Point, though. Even though Crest won the head-to-head, South Point got the 1 seed, and this is going to be at South Point. So there's going to be a nasty taste in Crest's mouth for sure because of that. Joe says he's going to be there, so that's where Joe will
turn it next season.
Obviously, for South Point, they can't have more turnovers again. They got to sustain drives, keep the powerful Crest offense off the field. I think their best defense is the offense. Crest, I think, is more of a psychological thing. They can't have the big head. You're dealing with high school kids thinking you're just going to go out here and walk over them again because you did it before. So it's got to be a mental aspect and a focus.
Man, South Point been rolling since they lost to Crest.
Yeah,
they have. Roll.
Now the thing is, we saw last week Monroe did put up 42 points on them. So we know Monroe's a spread kind of offense.
Crest but we kind of say that. Deal. But I think Crest is more. No offense to anybody winning Monroe. I think Crest is more physical team right now at this point than Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me being. Well,
yeah. We said that. We said that last week.
Because Monroe is like they don't take you up, but. Then they on South Point don't start hitting. Hey, you don't have to tackle. And I think Crest got the players to do that. And then I'm pretty sure, like in that chat, this has been a big talk how Crest is in South Point. So Cressy got to go and they did what they did the first time. To make them put some respect on it.
Mm-hmm. So Austin says 21 of those points came in mop-up time. But correct me if I'm wrong, Monroe was up 14-0.
I'm looking.
No, I think Joe had that.
They were 14. Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah, so there's two sides of that coin there.
Yeah,
I think 21. Yeah, 21 in the third.
Yeah, I know Chris coaches are gonna have them prepared. I like Chris at this one, but I think it's not gonna be as easy as last time just because they're going where they're going. They're gonna make them. You know what's on their side whenever you go down there and try to play them in general. So now you're trying to play them in playoffs. So I think Chris coaches. I think those kids are gonna be prepared. Like Chris is a championship level program, so they're no stranger to big games, big environments. I think in these games, I think the quarterback for Chris has to play mistake free. I think in games like these, I think South Point is going to try to neutralize that clock even more because last time they got ran out of there. Mm-hmm. So I think they're going to watch that tape and try to figure out what they can do different. I know Chris looking at the same thing. Okay, even though we blew them out, but I know it may be some things that we could get better on than what we did last time. And I think this is playoff football right here. You got South Point, who's wing T, and you got Chris, who's known for dominant defense in playoffs. So, I like Chris in this one. I think it's going to be. I think it'll be a better game than last time, maybe. But I think South Point wants to prove a point. I think Chris going in is like, hey man, we beat these guys, but they got the #1 seed. So it's one of those where I think defense is going to come down to defense. It's going to come down to defense.
There it is. All right. What is that?
Something someone sent me.
Brandon was having prayer and worship now. Hey, I'm ready. I'm going to go get my tambourine. Hey.
You would have a tambourine.
Well, you got to worship the Lord now.
Tambourine and strobe lights. That's an interesting combination, man.
Hey, man.
All right. Shelby at Easton Randolph. All right.
Shelby minus 35, man. Let's go to the next one.
Minus 35?
Jesus.
Easton Randolph's in the 4th round for a reason now.
I know. I just think when it comes to this time, if you got guys playing both ways, you're not going to match up with them.
Okay.
35-point favorite, huh?
I wish I had last year's Reedsville comments ready.
Hey, that's a running clock in the 4th round.
Look at it. Look at it. Reedsville, being from Sheriff, we know they little boys down there, so
Oh gosh. Joe has Shelby scored 176 points in the playoffs. Good gracious. It's a decent season for some teams.
Right. Matchups. It's all about matchups, man.
Good.
You can't run with them, and that defense is going to get stopped. So.
Well, to your point, Big Eye, that's in my notes right here. I said offensively for Shelby, just do what you do. Make them stop you. Get out there, let Landformer, throw it, and let those guys go get it. And Land came to the Queen City Senior Bowl Media Day with his parents, and that dude is big. I didn't know he was that big, man. And he can move, and he's been running it more of a dual threat this year. I told him, I said, man, I'm gonna do what I can to promote you because it's crazy that he doesn't have more offers than he does right now.
It's funny because Pep, you remember when I brought all the Shelby kids down, and Land was there, but Land was only in 7th, 8th grade.
You're lying.
I can find the picture. Show it. Land's in the picture. Land was there because you remember I told you I was like he's gonna be the next one, and he was afraid to talk in the interview.
Yeah, you did.
That was Land.
Wow. Well, he did an interview with me on Sunday. It'll be out here pretty soon. So, yeah, he's a heck of a talent, man. He really is. And I don't know how I think he's a little under the radar, believe it or not. Even though what he's doing.
I think he's eclipsed 10,000 yards for a career, if I'm not mistaken.
How's 10,000 yards going under the radar?
And he has great GPA too. So
I don't know. I don't get it. Like, you look for quarterbacks that have that physical profile that he has that can move, like Webb said, with a great GPA. And he's just now starting to get some offers from a couple D2s. So, but we're seeing it. You look at this time of the year, guys that kind of go under the radar. They go to a place, a D2. And now they're in the portal, and they're about to go get, some big offers. Hold on, Webb. God Almighty, that's
Land. Drop the phone. Hold on.
Yeah, that's him. Ain't that something?
Yep.
Wow.
Land. Jakeith Hamilton, TJ Griffin, Dalen Lee, Isaiah Bridges, Cam Anderson. And I got Jeremiah, man. Rest in peace, Jeremiah, man.
Wow.
So yeah, that was at the HBCU Carolina Showcase.
Yeah.
High school.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good stuff. So Joe's also, to finish this one out, says Shelby can't get caught looking ahead to a potential matchup with Lincoln next week. Same goes for Lincoln against West Davidson, both heavy favorites. Yeah. On the other side of the bracket, it's crazy. Lincoln's the 8 seed hosting 12 seed West Davidson. It's insane over there. But yeah, it's good stuff, man. And also Friday will be Land Farmer's 13th playoff starts.
That man came on,
awesome,
showed the pitch and then left.
Well, in his defense, he's got work to do, so we let him slide, man. Last game we'll talk about tonight: Corvian and Murphy. 2A quarterfinal. Corvian is the 5 seed going up to the 1 seed. Murphy up in the mountains. It's a classic mountain matchup. Murphy's gonna run the ball. There's no secrets. They're gonna be physical, come downhill. They've got a running back up there that's got 26 touchdowns on the season. So it's gonna be obviously the key to shut down that run game, load it up, and I'd put 10 in the box.
Is Murphy the one who put my boy out?
Who?
Rob out?
No, that was Mitchell.
Okay, I about to say Kobe and go do work.
Yeah. Well, Rob's faced Murphy in the past. He's been up there. So
Kobe and go do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe. That's the young man's name. Running back is Clem for Murphy. 8 touchdowns last week. Good gracious.
Well, what? You tell he from the mountain. His name Clem.
No, he's a heck of a player, man. 426 rushing yards. Good.
Clem? Give old Clem the ball.
That's crazy to do that against a playoff team.
That's who they were playing.
Yeah, well, Bill puts that up, man.
I'd have messed.
8 touchdowns in 1 week.
I mean, if you're Corvian, now Corvian does have the big D tackles in Kemba and Fields. They play offense. Also.
But they do all that stuff, man. They don't have to be moving.
Yeah.
It's not. You really, when you see that run like that, everybody think it's the D line. It really not. It's them backers. The D line got to feel them gaps and stuff like that, but the linebacker got to shed and go and make them tackles. So, me and Pep said we're not doing football talk. But yeah, it's just it's that wing T, right?
I think it's a version of it. Yeah.
Version. Oh, but they don't have them two. Yeah, you got to put them tackles on them guards. Play 5-man front, and you got that guard pull. That one lineman.
You just said we ain't doing this.
I know.
There you go. He can't help it.
No, I love that stuff.
I mean, yeah.
That stuff beautiful, man. Like, hey, you better set the edge, or you better run down the line.
On the flip side, though, for Corvian, offensively, they got a freshman quarterback, and he's been pretty balanced. He's a dual threat kid. But don't be afraid to take your shots, man. Typically mountain teams run heavy. They don't cover the pass well.
Clem might be playing corner. Take a shot.
Yeah, make them work offensively. Stay in the game. Stay in the fight. Corvian has been in these games, obviously, in the short history. So they're not going to be afraid of the moment. But don't be afraid to take your chance to keep them off balance, man. And we're pulling for you to go up there, travel safe, and get it done, man. Charlotte's behind you for sure.
Don't eat no mom and pops.
I think we talked about this with Rob. You got to be smart in where you stop.
Yeah, you better go to Shoney's. What the other joint used to be? Cheddar's. You find your Sony at Cheddar's.
Somebody told me when I was looking up going to Mitchell, I think someone sent me a message, and I was laughing because I forgot about it. They said there was a Western Sizzling on the way.
Ooh, a sizzling?
It's still a Western Sizzling?
The Sizzlers?
No, Western Sizzling. It's like one
I
of
know.
buffets. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I used to call it Sizzlers. I know what you're talking about with the biscuits, with the honey biscuits. What?
I couldn't believe it. I had to look it up. There's a Western Sizzling still around.
And that's like I go somewhere, you see a Prime. You see a Prime?
Wow, I ain't heard that in a long time.
Man, old hamburger steak. Go get your hamburger
Primes,
steak.
man.
Man, you don't have Prime. Look
Why
at
does that sound familiar?
You remember Primes, man.
Where was it? Where was it?
By the airport.
Like off Brook.
Okay.
Billy Graham, right?
Yeah, on Billy Graham. You come on, everybody went there.
Yep. Over by that Waffle House.
Yes,
Yep,
sir.
right.
Mhm. I remember now. Yeah.
Get your hamburger steak, put some ranch on it. Coach Knox be like, you got sloppy and ranch, put some salad.
Ranch on the hamburger steak. Man.
Man, we used to tear them biscuits up. They be like, man, good luck, line. But we used to tear
Well,
Prime.
Joe's with you. The honey biscuits. Yeah.
What? Man, I used to be in this. Man, give me the old basket.
Old basket.
Well, I think it's appropriate since it's Thanksgiving week. We end the show talking about food.
Hey,
so.
no, man. That hamburger steak, boy, used to be over there thought it was real steak with just some hamburger meat.
Well, we had it when we used to eat pregame at Beauregard. We used to have a hamburger steak. Yeah.
Beauregard's on free. Yeah.
Can y'all believe what they used to feel?
And we used to think it was like real good, man.
Yep.
High quality eating.
We used to look forward to it. Okay, we about to eat good.
All it was hamburger meat made in a steak.
That's all it was, man.
We used to tear it up.
Us 16 years old, we thought we was eating good.
And look, all it was a bench of meatloaf.
Hey, it ain't matter.
Up.
That's better than the usual hot dogs.
Hey, no, you gave me a hot dog before. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, well, before we end the show, we got a comment here from Miss Dina King, the queen of NC Preps. It says, Billups, we have some Billups on the Starmount team.
Hey, they might be related to me. They country and goofy. They part of me. They part of the family, man.
You been up by Starmount?
Nah, there ain't nothing mine. Don't be doing that. Ain't nothing mine. I only got two of them things. I only got two of them. Don't stop. There's no bodies on me.
Oh my God!
Look, you were trying to get me a phone call.
Hey, I'm just
two
saying,
phone calls. Hey, look, Brandon, he tried to set me up. Get me two phone calls. Look, Brandon, see, Brandon laugh. He know what.
Talking about you been down there. I heard that. I caught that.
Nah. You know, Charlotte. I ran around Greensboro.
Oh man.
No, Greensboro. That's where it is.
I ain't from Greensboro.
Nah, hold up now. See, you better get my ex-wife and my younger daughter mother cuss me out. Nope. Ladies, Charlotte.
All right. Well, thanks to everybody for watching.
Look,
I will
turn the neck. Live Mari when you need him. Nowhere. Ain't getting none of this blood. I'm like Dracula. Nope.
I will cut up those interviews if you missed them. We did have Coach Deshaun Baker, Chachi Sullivan, defense coordinator from Huff, DJ McFadden, and head coach Jason Seidel from JM Robinson.
Great interviews.
Thanks. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks to those guys. We
had to make them play horseshoes or heads up with their football plays, so that was really good.
We know those guys are really busy. Obviously DJ was still, just now leaving the school, getting ready for these big playoff games on Friday. So we appreciate their time. So I will cut those up and get those out there on social media. But everyone have a great Thanksgiving. Travel safe if you're going somewhere. Friday night, me, producer, and Shaquan will be at Huff as they take on West Charlotte. So we're going to have a double coverage game, something that we typically don't do before a game like this.
But playoffs, you cutting the games in half every week. So we start to end up in the same places the deeper we go in the playoffs. So
yeah.
CMS didn't want Coach Phillips on the sideline. They rejected my application.
That is true. That did happen.
That did happen. We're not lying.
It was a very respectful rejection, though.
It was respectful. Yeah.
It's very respectful rejection.
We love what he does, but not.
I'll be here on Friday for Friday Night Live at midnight. And then I didn't tell you guys yet, but next week the show will be on Sunday because I'm going out of the country next week.
Where you going? Believes?
I knew he was going to Dubai, man.
Ooh,
parts undisclosed.
You don't be one of them baddies on a camera. You don't be on the camera.
Yeah, so it'll be a Sunday show, and then the plan is to come back Friday.
He said he don't be the Sultan over there. You better be the Sultan of Dubai or something.
So we'll see. I gotta go get some of that Saudi Arabia money, man. A lot of money over there.
All you gotta do is hit watch Landman.
It's a business trip to sell CFI.
I go over there. Saudi, all right. Saudi.
It was good enough for North Carolina. Why not us?
Shoot, they give somebody. I read. Look, hey, put some flip flops on in the guard.
Oh man. All right, so Friday Night Live will be on Friday. Then we'll have our show on Sunday night, and we'll be previewing the next round of games. And then next week we'll see where we go if I get back in time. So, all right,
and we'll do it. We'll do it on me and Brandon's Instagram.
We'll work it out.
The CFI spinoff. What you gonna call it?
Who knows what's going to happen?
That's the name of the show. That's already going to get canceled.
Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah, there we go. We don't steal somebody else.
Y'all have to work on that name.
Hey, it could be the Brandons. The Brandon.
There you go. There you go.
Brandon Football Insiders. There we go.
Yes, there we
BFI.
There you go. Hey, it sells itself, man.
That. And look, we don't gotta compete.
Right.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Good night. Get your BFI shirts.